Okay, ladies and gentlemen, adofo enuanom yamamo akwaba ediba Jafric Radio so anope. Mpacho wo baso na wa woso ama nnua akachen say it's a special program going on Jafric Radio ene. Any special program no enye program eye enije asem kra asem abefie se wo hwe atare ya hyeme kra be hu se mani abre eye endra yante asempa ewo yeman kronkron Ghana mu na ene mi ameni minua berima eye Emmanuel Achireku e ba be mamo updates ewo nia esi wo Ghana no so enti ye ba be ko Osaka sesia na mene Achireku abobo enkomo anase atwetwe enkomo we peja onimo kakra
I said we have to be properly branded.
Yeah. Yo, Achireku memao achi anope.
Yeah, Mr. Pope, Major, so good morning and good morning to you, the production team, every Ghanaian listening to us live from Japan, whether from Tokyo, from Osaka, from Nagoya, baby out here in Kabiano Paino. Whether you are watching us live from Accra or Kumasi or anywhere in the Ashanti region, if you're a Nigerian, you are watching us from Nigeria, Lagos, because now Nigerians have a lot of interest in the events happening in Ghana now.
Mm-hmm.
Ghanaians in the States, Ghanaians everywhere across the globe. Na Mr. Pope D can and make us a Ghana because it's still on the 6th of August 2025. Japan, Osaka to be precise. Abeno ku August 7, 7:03 a.m. And no idea Ghana, and I say, and no Japan have by no Ghana no pa. Say Ghana minor anti assemde or wasn't really a good news because two cabinet ministers, namely Minister for Defense, Mr. Edward, and as Honorable Edward Omaneboama, or a Minister for Defense, and the Minister for Environmental Issues, Honorable Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, were among 8 people who perished in a tragic helicopter crash taking place in the Ashanti region of Ghana. Na the details of Enipa or Mashido Monkwa this horrific helicopter crash na happened in Rana. Na okwa bi hu sa nipa ni nyina won dodo ho say ade a hadwen pa yie. On the first on the list, Dr. Edward Omaneboama, on the Minister for Defense, Minister for Defense. He was supposed to represent the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, at a special event. Subsequently, we'll talk about the event. So on your screens now is the image or the photo of the Minister for Defense and the Onkante Asefun BM Dr. Edward Omaneboama doing his vetting and now all go through the vetting process on the second coming of President John Dramani Mahama as the President of the Republic, or I'm nominating as a Minister for Defense na swearing in and sign for that. Sadly, the man has lost his life whilst on a national duty our servo the Republic of Ghana. Second on the list, Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, on the Minister for Environmental Issues, and I said the Minister for Environment for the Republic of Ghana, no, also was on board. Ono kanipa mako enwotwe. Yeah, and then omonka as for home mahwe omokra was the tragic incident at Timiesino. The third person on the list, Alhaji Muniru Mohammed, acting deputy national security coordinator for the Republic of Ghana, also was on the flight, and as a helicopter nana to a free crime, and I didn't actually Ashanti Mountain Obuasi, to be precise. It was the destination, and as I say, helicopter no etimi drew. The fourth on the list, Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the Governing National Democratic Congress, the NDC, which is the party in power. Right, Vice Chairman, unfortunately, was also on the helicopter now Akunya accident. Then fifth, Mr. Samuel Abuaje, though a former parliamentary candidate on the ticket of the NDC. When in Nipanum are no mere politicians, are no more the helicopter, no, so as a flight on board the flight that was heading to Obuasi for that special program. No. The rest of the Nipa Makumakumi and San Omakani Asra for members of the Ghana Armed Forces, Yodika Air Squadron Leader Peter Anala, Squadron Leader Obafemi No Martins, Obafemi Anala. Ono ana ye nipa odi wo free mu di otoso nson flying officer Chum Ampadu emse wo ha na ono na ye pilot na ote helicopter na echi ana o chinchim helicopter no serebe betim di o makako kwako dru asonbiem na de otoso nwotwe ana se the eighth person no Sergeant NS Ado Mensa. So sadly say an incident in it may happen here. Amasa nipa makumako nipa makumako in Waki, and I said 8 persons have lost their lives in a very, very tragic or under very tragic circumstances. Timi happen here and now what were they going to do? That's what someone will ask. Sa nipa makumako Waki, the entourage, where were they heading to? If you go on the official Facebook page of Dr. Edward Omanebuama, still active there, verified page on Facebook, and if the producers can get that on the screen for us. It says that the ministry, and just 24 hours ago, and Dr. Edward Omanebuama making a post way on his Facebook page, and now all try to draw attention by an initiative taken by the Ghanaian government to work towards resolving the issues of Galamsey. And Tina helicopter na nipa nwotwe team no politicians and the military personnel no na dwuma omo kwako di Galamsey and ho nsensama cause a lot of havoc to the Ghanaian society. No? So this was a post that was written on his official page. The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources will officially launch the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program, that's the RCOMSDEP, on Wednesday, 5th August 2025 at Obuasi Black Park at 9 a.m. And Tienra, which was supposed to be Wednesday, and Thursday Japan haba, and Rano will be Tuesday. And Dr. Edward Omanebuama express adi in same way on Facebook wa no just say Jumadie Sonko na ekoso enra wa bra ebekoso enne menka sa wa bra na Ghana mine etu anamon said they will try and resolve the issues revolving around Galamsey and the menace that was happening to Ghana. Now, when Jumadie no course on a particular post in the bus no helicopter no mpanyimfo no e dey two kwan no e man no musu free in kind around I said the capital of Ghana around 9 a.m. in the morning. But along the lines, the team in Accra almost tracking the radar of the helicopter no I realized they say almost losing track of the helicopter. The plane had gone off the radar. And the statement about one thing, and quickly no, if you can also have the statement that was released by the Ghana Armed Forces in connection to this particular flight and as a helicopter accident, and at this moment now Ubia and Shadanim DSC say what exactly had happened to the Nkofoma Kumako and Wachi and helicopter Numan Kwako Juma ede asum o my Ghana no enti ukwa the who say we letter way eda the letterhead for the Ghana Armed Forces Ghana SRAF for Ghana Armed Forces I include the army, it includes the navy, and then also the air force. Enti omo ye adwuma won nsuo so, asrafo omo ye adwuma won nsuo so, omo on land, and those omo de aeroplane efa wiem no, omo no de sa nsem we bae. And let's quickly read the statement that was released by the Ghana Armed Forces. It says that missing Ghana Armed Force Z9 helicopter. That was the headline that was written. And it says that GAF no refers to Ghana Armed Forces helicopter Z9 that took off this morning at 9 hours, 9 o'clock, hour 12 GMT. That was 9:12 hours from Accra, heading to Obuasi, is currently off the radar. All efforts are being made to establish contact. On board were 3 crew and 5 passengers. Further details to be communicated. In Tiahano, now almost everyone was held in suspense, suspecting or not knowing what has happened. And that statement was signed by Madam Veronica Ajo Ahen, or Captain, Ghana Navy, Acting Director of General Public Relations. Note to editors for favor of publication, copy all media houses. And that statement at the time no, came from the Ghana Armed Forces at that particular point in time. So everyone was in suspense as to what exactly had happened at the time. No? Now, no, that time na originally Madikian Kacho said it was the president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, who was supposed to be at the event to go and then chair and also be opening event, to crown it. Over the post that was made by Dr. Edward Omanebuama earlier on. The president of the Republic of Ghana, on the special guest of honor. But because of the tight schedule, nominating Dr. Edward Omanebuama Sonko representing at the event. That was the plan. And Anyama delay na I said nipa team Dr. Omanebuama medru ye no. And Dr. Frank Amwakohene or the Ashanti regional minister. Omasha say na omo ye event in hoping say maybe due to some delays binti Dr. Edward Omanebuama team na kan beba be kan omo hwa mo madiduma. But unfortunately omo twen ya na omo ma eno ene kopie mu say ukọ the official Facebook page of Dr. Frank Amwakohene, who is the Ashanti regional minister. Now what or the atuho say about 1,000 feet up mountain Dampayao. That screenshot no to producer, yes, and that on your screen. No, the Ashanti regional minister, the Dr. Frank Amwakohene, wrote on his personal Facebook page about 1,000 feet up mountain Dampayao, 2 hours drive from Obuasi, plus 1 hour 30 minutes on foot from Sikaman, Bofudu. We retrieve 8 lifeless compatriots. In Tiahano, now Papa friend said Dr. Frank Amwakohene no confirm news, Ama Ghana for nyina somate say the 2 cabinet ministers, in this case Dr. Edward Omanebuama and then Honorable Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, or the Minister for Environment, any former Akuma Akube say nsia no mo come no, they've lost their lives. And what and at the Chief of Staff Julius Debra making the official announcement to all Ghanaians on national television. Let's go and then watch and listen to what Julius Debra said to Ghanaians in the confirmation.
Ghana. I have the unpleasant duty, sadly, to announce a national tragedy involving the crash of a military helicopter this morning around the Adansi area in Ashanti region. Government regrets to announce the demise of the following persons in the tragic crash: Dr. Edward Kofi Omanebuama, Minister for Defense; Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, MP, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology; Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Lemonad, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator and former Minister for Food and Agriculture; Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress; and Mr. Samuel Abuaji, a former parliamentary candidate; Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah. The president.
Yeah, so Hano name say officially no it had been confirmed. Say Dr. Edwin Omanebuama, Honorable Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, and then the 6 other people who were on board the flight, and I said the helicopter had unfortunately lost their lives. Until we have Ghanaians on all over on social media. Then we obtained an exclusive video where a helicopter a free throw to form Dampayao Mountain. So if you have joined us live on the screen a very short video by Hanana helicopter to form. So we move on. We move on from there. From that scene, then we look at after the confirmation, a number of eyewitnesses are in that place, first one, I think say Omni City TV channel 1 so let's go and then watch the first interview. The media houses in Ghana and then 2 eyewitnesses in the and any kind now we are
the chum. Nami food. A bit the chum from plane now from there. And Tiaqua, the new answer, Mete grind. To Mete grind, I'm saying, I pray they are buffalo. And to me, Jam, the million in answer, my papa said that we are. I don't know toy. And to me, when I'm falling in Musa, I'm quiet. To be quiet and so plain or a boho. I say, any power one woman in our side. I see, will be anywhere. It's me survival, a crowd, woman in our ship. Play the Nina, I say, crash. You see, only there, let me say, Nipa bear trade here. Nipa bear trade here. But I the only say any penny. But our mama can dear. Mama can do. Mama can do. But I the only say any penny. I no crown on the 99 punyo. I can't say any Anna. Boom say now, boom say. Mama can do. Janaya no say your bow, so I am bear mouth. And then she one an echo. Nanya she and to and yachi. Tebecha muna, may I say bia a bona nesinity, well, who a quani, and what they call ball, a genima, a mass accident to the sea. Who want the color is very common. Then as a white and black visa. Plain on Casa, the Nam Sender Bonation. Tina, no, for but you for the woman, Bakupen, I don't say. Did you all do? No, trying. Your son or Pani, we are for your conform, now, baby, for Ben Forest. And your bra, your waffle man, it is a blasted. Tia, you say, play never seen a corner from Tia Beconia, Sebi will be a flat to know him or be a yet. Eddie Kai, Moody Kai who plays a play Biba. Play neighbor. Ha, you didn't come who say play neighbor. And the antenna play no a blasted boom. Tia Tiania, you say play non from. And Tia Beco follows you on Yako. Now we'll be here more be a yabuano. I'm part many blabber with friendly Jessie. And yes, say Yako. TSC follows the Lana, Yakrona. I know catch them say Obiba. Tinipa Chronomeshaya, name Madame for Baku, friendly Gideon. Or no, but money on the boy and say, pray never say, and a theatre. And may get the man ashy. A money penny ash. Tia, so unquestionable be a prince. They brought the Yako crown, no crown, and say whom be a pray no crown. At Toya, or the containing follows na. And you acquire Nam me Ponswa, you can say Janet Dewosro. Janet Dewosro. Tia acquire no, no question, nay plano, a toffum, a bodium was so. Diam, I was so. Tia bomus are on a Tibeshi form. A toffum, a jatum. Ama, you acquire an ad jet. A nipa ye dinka who no back, you know, I hit. Wash him a savage, Nuhuna shit. Ama or no doubt. Na baby a planet say attitude she a pa na ne Janet Dandy. Me and me who pa or mugu, but ne Janet so. Janana a deck as a pant, and me. enipa a wɔn wɔ hɔ baaba kono deɛ na egya na hye no ɛma wɔn ɔda nkyɛn na baabi a na egya ne dɛ paa ne deɛ ne ntumi hu nipa a wɔn wɔ hɔ baa plane ne deɛ na ne nyinaa hye plane ne deɛ ne nyinaa hye.
Eti ɛbaa saa no na moyɛ nipa sɛn deɛ mokoduro deɛ na moyɛ.
Deɛ koduro deɛ ɛnsa mi koduro na mi nkura fo nti ɛno akyi ana bla baako baa ne yɛfrɛ no baa wɔ mia wɔ kurom ha ya ɔbaa hɔ no okura fo ɛne yɛ sɛ okura fo deɛ a fra assembly man na bɔ na maneɛ sɛ deɛ asie nie baa yɛn deɛ yɛwɔ ha yɛn yɛde information ne ma assembly man sɛ deɛ asie nie nti ankyɛ yɛn hu deɛ ɛna fɛ deɛ dɔm bebree na mokwa no so ba ɛna mokwa no so ba nti
answer na meja wo no sɛ Dampaya forest ni nie.
Dampaya forest ni ɛsɛm saa bas kama brofid Dampaya no
enti ususu sɛ anopa bɛɛ tam bɛn
ba me deɛ na me wɔkye bɔ me ya na ma ba ya dafo ma na me do nti na wɔkye ne mɔ me nti madwene mu deɛ na yɛ 10 bɛɛ 10 mu
10 a.m.
10 bɛ pa ho kra na mpa ho kɛse bia saa anopa 10
tama muhu plane no obuase na ekɔ aha so nye obuase na mo se na aba fam sesen
pa cho ba bia ye gina odu oni hwa ha ya efiri ha na ekɔ ye ne ayefo da anu se no ye ti plan enti wo hwa sabi po ye si hoi sabi po ye si wo tintin ya
bipo na
bipo ya menu mienu gina bontim ha ye ni tuai anu so na plane etitoye eboduam awɔ soro na ti behwe fom ti dua na ebo mu no kura tutu medua no e da wo hwa e bonko mu no soro pa na plane ti tofom na blast e ti ye ne ko hu ye ne de ne jadam tutu
okay
yo it's here for
well very sad reality, sad indeed. We apologize for some of the videos about sharing them. Subsequently, the second eyewitness has narrated a very, very vivid and graphic way to us on what actually happened. We also have a video where some of the first eyewitnesses could do the crash scene. Utek FM or more Kumasi in the Ashanti region. Also added some of the live video nearby. It's on Facebook restrictions and community standard honeymanti video no ya blur any moon and I see any moon black and white so that you will not have any issues with Facebook and the content. So we also put that live on your screen for you to watch. Abra, some of the first rescuers, on the rescue mission Kodruwa, they took videos of some of the burning bodies. Let's get that also on your screen so that we can watch.
Mi video we no da. Mi video ba de jani jam nyina ye dipa na e hye
Dr. Ibrahim Boama, Honorable Ibrahim Muskala Muhammad, and the other 6 persons or Mokom, who including Sergeant NS Ado Mensa, any other persons or Mokom Hono, or Mona Sisiano currently know who on your screens say a Jada Omumua or Motion. So very, very unfortunate and a tragic incident that has occurred in Ghana. Now, Dr. Omaneboama just on Tuesday was a living soul. And if you go, as we've earlier showed you, if you go on his personal Facebook page, some of the posts and then I reckon saying in Ghana around best at 12 noon to 1 p.m. there about now you're in the body actually kuku bottom and a sunipa on the Sana Free Mountain. So people now Dampaya helicopter no echo boom no na the body no I was sacking and an actually is one nipa there, but let's also get those scenes on the screen for you to watch. The way body even a rescue team where Ghana National Fire Service workers mmienu ɛna nipa no body no bi ekuta ɔmo saa no nti wei ɛyɛ nipa no ɔmo nya the who were involved in the crash no ɔmo body no ɛna ekuta ɔmo a ɔmo de kɔ no baako ni so Honorable Alhaji Muniru nti wei si yɛ video a credit goes to Channel One, an affiliate station of City FM in Ghana. This video by June said from watermark no mine bottle on the video no come so I don't know who said a small normally free room. They are not bags of cocoa, they are not cocoyam, and yet yam and as a banshee and a small mono. These are actually the bent bodies of the men who are going to serve Mother Ghana. And unfortunately, this very, very sad incident at Womwa. Where it happened, they couldn't even convey vehicles there to help retrieve the bodies. But actually, NSM watching the grass that starts now, they just take over. Body na shame, and a bit beer at Chirano. Say the walk of whom that you mob there, putting bed there, Bob there trap a better, you know. Now they are teaching we are no good yaba, now they are teaching Sapa penny, they are teaching botona, a soon monano, and a soon nipa, a decent free mountain, so they ban mountain Dampayao, so in the Sikafu district, in the Ashanti region, close to Owase, the whole, this very tragic incident, you know, is here. So, any body, and the wobo to my actually says soon. This is tragic. This is very, very tragic.
Nah, maybe so. Achuku. Emra, your presentation, no, Woka say, Anka, Yam Papa, Dramani, and Sanka, Oko.
Yeah.
Sa eventi. Well, I don't know what to say. It's so sad that we have lost this many souls. Sankonunso Koya. It could have been another.
Because if you listen to the eyewitnesses, or more weather analysis now, from the weather expert, meteorologists, from what they've said is that actually the plane was supposed to fly at a certain altitude, but because the weather was bad, the helicopter was just forced to fly around 1,000 feet above sea level. Sometimes flight from one country to another, and sometimes it will cover 20,000 near there. But because of the weather was bad, it was just flying around 1,000 feet. And unfortunately, MC could do mountain, so maybe the pilots at that time all sea affairs couldn't see well, no they helicopter called according to the eyewitnesses. So unfortunately, if we never know, maybe if it was a president, maybe we would have been having a totally different conversation now. Because clearly Nyabosim, because I'm here flyer now, Dr. Edward Omanebo share, and it was a president who was supposed to be the special guest of the occasion. But when Timmy Uncle Dr. Omanebo Amane say uncle representing and sa Ariako Semno etimi ato Oman Ghana ewo ho. Na still on Dr. Edward Omanebo Ama, if you go on the personal Facebook page of Dr. Frank Amwakohene, who is the Ashanti Regional Minister, he has paid a glowing or a touching tribute to Dr. Edward Omanebo Ama on his personal Facebook wall. And I'm going to read that to you. Our producers can put that on the screen. And he posted this about 1 hour ago. And it reads, Dr. Omanebo Ama was my senior in both medicine and in politics. And more importantly, my mentor. I stood for 8 hours today, not to perform surgery or make diagnosis, but helplessly identifying the lifeless bodies of my mentor and seniors. A deeply painful moment beyond words. The first time I met the president was in 2017, when Dr. Omane introduced me to him after supporting my bid for the NUCS presidency. Since then, he has been a backbone and a tremendous support system in my journey. I've lost more than a senior and a big brother. So this is a tribute from the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amoakohene, for the passing or the sad demise of Dr. Edward Omane Boama and the 7 other persons, including Honorable Ibrahim Mutala Muhammad, or also Ashenemkwa. It doesn't end there, because there are other very tragic moments, and I say other tragic associated to this particular incident that happened. Among the military personnel, the military personnel who lost their lives is Sergeant Ernest Adumensa. Sergeant Ernest Adumensa sadly got married 5th of July 2025 into Owari Enra Wagana, which is Yemana say Newo Wagana and na a 1 month, 1 day exactly, and Owari, the beautiful wife, or ne Saturn so Owari, and Tibosume Pepe, Busumeni 1 day, and he happened to be on this particular helicopter heading from Accra to Obuasi. And if you have joined us, if you are watching it live on Facebook, this is Sergeant Ernest Adumensa, who was also on board the helicopter heading to Obuasi for this particular event. Unfortunately, no, what one and another one here though. So this is Sergeant Ernest Mensa. Then and you know the pilot anank ono ankasa wo twi helicopter no ono tuni flying officer manim Chum Ampadu. Unim, Mr. Paul, let me also tell you a very sad story about this gentleman. Apparently, according to sources and details from social media, those who know him from his personal life, also let me say ne yiri a free moon chair, sir, ne wife a free moon chair. The details are that none a year and a year free. And the wife has not actually been buried. She died in labor. And this unfortunate incident so happened and also Atimi losing a life in this particular moment or under the particular sad circumstances. Also, so he lost his wife when she was going to give birth, and then she has also passed away. And then the last officer, I think we don't have his photo, but the last officer, the officer, the squadron leader, Peter Bafemi Anala. Peter Bafemi Anala. Ono flyer na the tools now the first flyer that we displayed na enche ati for no mo hwe. Ono na wo your extreme right uniform. That is Bafemi Anala. Ono so according to sources in the last couple of years the fourth person in his family. The fourth person in his family. And so the family has also been going through a very torrid and trying times at this particular moment. And this particular sergeant, so Atimi Ashe in that particular occasion. So this is a little bit of update that is coming from Ghana at this particular moment. I think that there's a last video that we need to also show. I don't know if you have that. The Ashanti Regional Minister and the other members of the team arrived at the scene. Time omunam forest. You say a typical forest. Cocoa farm. Omunamu. Modi omani chire. Mo hwese omopa ko do the site of the crash. Yes. You hit him now.
Number them Mr. Nebana. Oh, yeah, some see.
Oh my God. This is a very sad story for Ghana.
It's a very, very sad day. And
I mean, this happened today in Ghana. Today and next.
This happened today in Ghana. Happened today in Ghana, but Japan had because it happened Japan around 11 p.m. and I joke. But Ghana, the NA, I'm about 10 p.m. in the morning in Ghana, and it happened here. So, very sad incidents happening in Ghana at this particular moment. So, this is the team, including the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amoako, and the other dignitaries who were led to the crash site. And if you listen to the interview that was granted by one eyewitness who spoke to UTV in Ghana, UTV is a subsidiary of Despite Media in Accra. The man actually confirmed that when they went to the crash site, they had to telephone the assemblyman at the place. So eventually, I believe that it was the assemblyman who led this particular team to the scene. So a lot has actually transpired in Ghana. Ghana has been going through torrid time. Don't forget that, and just a little over a week ago, Ghana lost one of its iconic musicians, and that Lumba, Charles Kwadwo, who many are still mourning in Ghana. I think last during the weekend they held a vigil for the 1 week observation for him. So Ghana has not yet recovered from the loss of Charles Kwadwo, the iconic musician, and now these important dignitaries who were on national duty to serve Mother Ghana, including 2 cabinet ministers, Dr. Romane Boama and Honorable Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, the Minister for Environment, and then the acting Deputy National Security Coordinator, Alhaji Muniru Mohammed, Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the governing or the ruling the National Democratic Congress, Mr. Samuel Abuaje, a former parliamentary candidate, Squadron Leader Peter Anala Bafemi, and then Flying Officer Chum Ampadu, and sadly, Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah have passed away in very tragic circumstances in Mountain Dampaya in the Ashanti region of Ghana. Our condolences go to the family of the deceased and also to the government of Ghana and all Ghanaians. We've not finished. There's an official statement that has been released from the presidency in connection with the passing of this gentleman, and I'll read a statement to you as released by the presidency. So as you can find on your screen, the statement is dated Wednesday, 6th August 2025, and it says that press statement: President John Dramani Mahama has suspended all his President John Dramani Mahama has suspended all his scheduled activities and programs for the rest of the week, following Wednesday's national tragedy involving 8 persons who died in a helicopter crash. There will be 3 days of national mourning starting tomorrow, Thursday, 7th August 2025. The government, through the Chief of Staff, has meanwhile directed all flags must fly at half-mast until further notice. Signed, Felix Vosukwache, Member of Parliament, spokesperson to the President and Minister, Government Communications. So this is a statement signed by the presidency of Ghana concerning this particular tragic incident that has occurred in Ghana in West Africa, and we are bringing you live updates. Actually, there are some feedback or information or comment on social media that are really trending but not necessary. If you go on some Nigerian platforms, some Nigerians are actually jubilating over the passing of the Minister for Defense and the Minister for Environment.
Don't go there, bro. Forget about that.
So these are social media development that must be shared. And also, there are some televangelists and pastors who are claiming that they gave prophecies to this effect that this was going to happen. Some of them have gone back to retrieve their videos, some as far back as March 2025, some earlier in August, this past Sunday, saying that they predicted this and it has happened. Very, very normal with Ghana and prophet and then televangelist. So this is where we bring today's edition, a very sad episode of our special program, Swan. And our condolences go to everyone in Ghana, to the Ghana government, and to the Republic of Ghana, and the families of the deceased persons who have tragically lost their lives under these circumstances. Thank you very much for watching this live stream live on Jafric Radio Japan. The stream will later be podcasted and posted on Jafric Radio Extra on Facebook and on YouTube. So make sure that you subscribe to our new Facebook page, Jafric Radio Extra, and follow us or subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Jafric Radio Extra. Until we come your way once again, this has not been a very good episode or a very exciting episode. It's one of a tragedy that has befallen Mother Ghana. So stay safe and stay blessed until we come your way once again. My name is Emmanuel Acheko Frempong. I this with my boss, Mr. Nanayao
Pop. Thank you so much.
God bless us all. Right.
God bless you.
Arigato gozaimasu.
God bless Ghana. Our condolences to all the families and all Ghanaians. Yaba Ebusia Shede.
Okay, so what you are seeing in pictures, we are coming to you live. Yes, the bodies have been conveyed into ambulances and they have been taken to Accra, we are told. The military is leading this effort to convey the bodies from the Sikaman community to Accra. So you see about 3 ambulances. The Ashanti Regional Minister as well as the Regional Security Council are leading these bodies here. The charred bodies were brought down from the scene, put in body bags, and they have been taken away. And you can hear in the background the sirens, seeing that the regional minister, the national security officers, the fire service, the ambulance service, as well as some medical team of the military, they are conveying these bodies, and the ambulance have lined up here. A while ago, we saw some traditional authorities from the area who, of course, performed some rituals to the bodies before they were being conveyed, because according to them, these bodies, the rituals have to be done because very important there, because this incident is a disaster. They would have to pacify the gods, and there's this stream that leads you to the main forest where the incident happened, and the opinion leaders as well as the traditional leaders have done that. So you can see the military officers standing by the ambulance that is supposed to carry these bodies. Okay, so what you are seeing in pictures, we are coming to you live. Yes, the bodies have been conveyed into ambulances and they have been taken to Accra, we are told. The military is
Serve